Hey everybody, 2017. Nah, I'm tricking you. Only 2015. By the time you watch this. Not you, not you, not you, not the first 50 or 100, but the first 100,000. So this is what I'm going to say in one little jolt. If the first corner is 11, then all corners are 11. Because this is when she takes over. She goes over, she makes the waterfall right over here. Niagara Falls. Right next to Virginia. Niagara Falls, an electric company. So is she coming in from the North Pole? This is 11. This is go. This is 11. 21 this corner, 31 this corner, 41 on go. The Mediterranean is over here. It takes 41 to get there. But this is number 41, because you've made 40. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, month of May 1st. 11, 11, month of May 1st. 11, 11, 11, 11. 44, Barack Obama, makes 360 degrees. The minute you get to 45, you're in the next rounds, because you're back on reading railroad over here. 4 more is 10% of the brain, and reading railroad, the same too. 91 means the spirit. If we go 44 by the 4 corners, so each corner has a say in the matter of a totality, we get 1 of 76. But how many are there of 76? 1. How many? You have to count. How many there are of 76? There are 8. There's another board just like this in it. They have to win the whole board. The train tracks, the electricity, they have to win that light. 8 times 76 is 608, which means man of heaven. But this one says 4. This is the delta corner, owning all the corners of the heaven. This one owns all the numbers of the heaven. It's number 4. 6 and 8 is 14 is the cross. 60 by 8 is 480. 160, 160, 160. 160 and 160 on each side leaves a space of 20 degrees in between to play the game, the open mouth of Pac-Man. Why open like that? Because the delta is the same size, the same shape, the opposite way. So instead of taking 160, because if I go 160, okay, 16 times 0, or 1 times 60, 60, 60 is 180. 160, or 1 times 60 degrees, 160 degrees, 480 degrees, back to the same number. We're at 16 now. I made it shorter. 7, 7, 7. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 and 7, 13. 6 and 7, 13. 6 and 7, 13. It's the 7th inning stretch. 7 up for one team. 7 at bats for the other team. 6 at bats for the home team. 7 in the field. .39, the end of the triangle. Our actual year is 72 days difference. Now what else is this? Let me light this up. What else with this is 16, 16, and 16 is 48. 4 times 8 is 32. If you start at number 5, reading railroad, okay, or number 5 on the letter E for the electric train, 32 brings you back down the alphabet all the way to E again. You have E and E, E and I, and E and A. 4 times 8 is 32. 23 is the recreation of the 32. It's the same thing. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 and 32, 44. We come right back to the beginning again. So it just proves that these numbers do calculate for each other. The second thing is, it seems like, maybe I'm wrong, okay, but I went like Tuesday, Monday for the moon, Tuesday for the chosen, the moon and the chosen, Sunday, okay, It's the day of the sun. Does it really exist? It's the sun's day. Saturday is Saturn's day. Wednesday is a miracle day because it connects the rest of the week. Thursday is the day of thirst, the water that flows from the O, the bones, the light. Thursday, or the third day, because on Friday it was the cooked egg and man came out of the oven. Except this yolk was alive. Another thing I was looking at is that it was just the days of the week were actually just like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's the way I saw the week. Couldn't figure that one out. I drew a heart. 9 times 8 is 72. Half of it is 49, both sides of the field. That's the biggest number you can have with creating a difference. It took me 17 dots around to create this, and I left a hole in the passageway for the heart and the light. 17 in blackjack you stand, 17 to make these hearts. Then there's this. If the days were 2, 3, 2, we would hit 8, 10, 13, 15, 18, because we'd be skipping over all these days. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th day would be the 28th of the month. The 10th day equals the 28th of the month. That totals 38. So that means there's 18 days missing. Now the Mayans talked about something like this, so I'm just throwing this around of what it could be. Another thing I wanted to show you is the cage. 10, the 10 cage, where it compasses in 90 degrees. 90 degrees all the way around, 80 is the center. This is the cage of 45 by 8, 360 degrees. See, something's wrong here. You see, the minute you get 9 in here, it's because something was created before. 90 degrees. There was an angle created before that gave the 360 degrees to bring in the life, which is most likely the mother. This one is 25 for the whole square. This is XO, X and O. The totality of each square is 25. But if you want to play the real XO, you're going to get, X, 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 O, O, O. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 5 X's is 50. And 4 O's is 60. 5 X's, 50 points, 10 each. 4 O's at 15 each is 60. When you get 50 and 60, you're in the other guy's touchdown. 6 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6 points. This 3, that was the middle of the field you just ran in on. Without this part over here, you don't get any of the 3 points from each side. The other way to look at it is this. Here's the tic-tac-toe, but I let up this little angle over here for the open space to play. The Jesus fish, the eyes in here are the eyes of the jacks. You can't actually see them. If I turn it this way, my little house of tic-tac-toe is now 888. 888 and 11 just works out that way. Why does it work out that way? Because there were 3 rows, and I used 2 of the 3 rows on the right, or I used 2 of the 3 rows on the left. Another way to look at something, what is next? This is really weird because 10,000 years ago, taking away my number leaves me with the connection of the pig in the heavens. If I would take 25 times 25 times 25 Trinity, it turns into 15,625. Now, if you ever look at the pyramid, there's a jack on it. That's 10,000. That would make this answer. Don't forget it. Why 3/4? Because if it's 1.25 days at the end of the year, you got 3/4 extra. We got to do something with that. We got to make it work. The 10,000 you see over here is the letter J that comes before. Now, it can be 100,000, the J. But when it's on the pyramid, one is 10,000, the other one is 1,000, the other is 10,000. The other one I'm looking at over here is there's 2,715 years difference. 27 is the 3 by 3 by 3 world. 15 is the 3 by 5 5 5 5 world. All these numbers are now. You see this in the background? See this guy holding up this one and this one? These two are holding up this one. He's balancing everything. They're just balancing all up. See the spaceship? Now you think it was just made that way? Look, they're going to ignite it over here and send the spaceship up. Do you know what this is? This is all the red numbers in the roulette. That's all it is. Just the red numbers in the roulette. Raphael, do I have anything else? I know I had something else. I still didn't do the Texas Hold'em. 11, 11, 11. Multiply 11, 11, 11. You have 1331. Herbert Hoover, Barack Obama. If you have pi of 3.14, 159265, 29 or 92 is 121. It's 11 and 11 and 11. This is 121 and 121 is 242. 242. Did I find a dice? 242 plus the 2 dices. Do you know where the 242 is from? 11 by 11 times 2. 242 plus 66 on the dice is 12, is 254. The day the Twin Towers went down. Who put your quarter in the telephone the last time? 225 is a multiply of 2 eggs. 225, because it's a half-life. 22 times 4 is 90. Takes 4 to make 1. Now I know I'm going to do the Monopoly. Psychology in Germany. There's a seed under the ground. I'm telling you, this planet came together from other places, okay? We weren't together. So these people who might be mean scientists or psychologists from Germany, it's because they know it's their schooling. We're the students. They teach us, we learn from them. In the future, it'll be us. It's part of the game, man. Evolution of the mind. But today, it comes to an end, all of this. Do you know why? There's too many freelance psychiatrists and psychologists. Someone's going to learn the clue, and then everybody's going to laugh at the end. So they got to bring it up so nobody knows. Don't forget, the egg is created by the letter J and the letter E. Brought to you on Sesame Street by the letter J for Jack and the letter E for electricity. Thank you, Big Bird. Hey, Ernie. Yeah, you seen Bert lately? No. Where's Kermit? Oh, we don't know. But he was with Cookie Monster before. He was? Hold on a second. There's a commercial break. A, B, C, D. Hold on a second. What? You want me to stop? Why? For an introduction of something new, the ABC starts on the 2 of your telephone. The telephone that you'll have in 18 to 20 years from now. What's a telephone? Month of May, Jolly May, Scientific May, the flowers in May. Why is May so known to be great? Because that's when the winter science will come out and the flowers will no longer rest. As we breathe in and become evolutionized in our mind through the science of the world. George Washington's birthday. Let me take another thing. But everything says to me for years, the Spaniards took a back seat and were quiet. Why? El Presidente is Spanish. Is that who hasn't won? Is it really Mexico who's supposed to win everything? And the Quran is just a crown. That's what it means in the numerological sense. George Washington's birthday. Do you want to see another thing about something I didn't show you yet? (16, 15, 11) SR. You ever hear of SR before? It's not an S, it's an E. This is a 5, it's the 5th letter. But SR is Spirit Angel Resident. SAR, RAS is the Raz. The Raz 11 of the Beta Egg of the One Spirit. Z, Youth. The youth of today. This is the North Star. This is what poker says. The youth. The youth. They watch us play poker and they learn by the cards that are marked inside the system that they do not tell us. Do you believe me? Should I rip and show you? Behold the black that tells the story of all. Don't let anybody tell you any different. These are cheap cards. They didn't hide it that well. The other cards hide it a little bit different. This one you cannot rip. They don't want you to see what's in between. The dollars are changing. They don't want you to see what's in between. It's just a cold press. That's all. So you see, poker says the youth. They can follow you. If they're really following us and they're zapping us, they know what cards you have. They're either making you play the game. No. They want you to play the game. They want to see how you play, because you will be teaching their computer. They can't follow everything, but the computer can. Avatar. What were the names at the beginning? To understand one thing, you want to understand? Anybody understand? Does anybody know what this is? This word joker is one who supports his father. He can joke all around and play all the games. But in all, if you take a look at it, look, S, the spirit, wrapped around his leg, wrapped around his other leg, and he's still playing the game. We're wrapped up. So do you want to see where it comes from? I'm going to show you where this comes from. Aiken Joker. Let me write that properly. Hashem, 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 God, the kennel, Jakar, Jafar, Jakar, Joker. First letter in the alphabet, A. Second letter under the alphabetical A for H. J as in the first alphabetical sound of A. K for the first alphabetical sound of A. And R for the first alphabetical sound of R. This is where we get Hashem, Jakar, the ancient joker. And then I can relate that back to pi, and then to what do you call it? To poker again. So now I gave away one of my things I was supposed to do about poker. We're going to get to Groundhog's Day. One of the reasons the groundhogs come up is because something else is moving in the ground about that time of year. What's under the ground you don't know. Remember this: the Baltic, New Zealand, Australia, under the ground. Over to the other horn. They call it the bull's horn. The Mediterranean is one, the other one is in the Baltic. That apple sphere you talk about the universe and how it works and sucks us in magnetically, that's it. It's right there, part of it. It goes right around the top and back down to them again. It's run from the inside out. It's not exactly coming, there's a force coming in from the top. They funnel all their stuff back up to the top, and it comes back down again into man, and it's vibrated into them. Otherwise, the energy is coming down, it's trapped in the apple, they mix their stuff in, and it goes back up to the top and in and out. And there's an exhaust for it too. Now, I'm not a scientist. I don't know all the best words of man, but to leave you off before we go, 16th letter, 15th letter, 11th letter, 5th letter, 18. 16, 31, 42, which means angel, 47, which means time, 57, 65. 65 means man of the Mediterranean. 65. It doesn't only mean that, but there's colors that go with it too. 6 times 5 equals the 30 man's creation. 6 plus 5 equals the 1 dice cube that man can get on his big corner is right here. 6 and 5. And that is 11 SAM, spirit, angel, and man. The total is 41. If I add it back with the 65, the total is now 106. Total is 106. If I want to multiply it 10 by 6, it's 60. It represents the number 4, which represents 4 corners, 1 whole man, and we have a total of the game of poker. The difference in this, in poker, okay, I'm going to tell you how the numbers work. If you add up all the cards in poker to the end, where the ace is 14, it adds up to 105 or 10-5, which means I am, which means Reading Railroad, which also means Pennsylvania Railroad. And it says I am, and I am backwards. It says M-A-I in French. It says M-A-Y in English. Raphael, 70 to 86. I do have a bunch of pi letters that I've broken up into sections of 5 to bring out an answer that I'll show you in the next video. Raphael, 7286, and the constellation of Pegasus, I thank you.